taking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 30 on second down. Jones, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones is going to go. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Lions nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Play fake. Winston rolling to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Third and long for Winston. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
37-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, Winston. This one caught by Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston very quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. play action. Winston. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Swift is hit and he coughs it up. And who's got it? The Giants. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Giants 7, Lions nothing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to work. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
On 1st down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 16, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. Oh, nice move. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action now. Winston. They'll roll him out right. He'll air this one out deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5 brings up 3rd and 1.
Quick toss outright, and he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
From the red zone now, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Latavius Murray. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 14, Lions 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Lions 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. Fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A 1st down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Winston. They're going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That starts running back complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move. To go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Take it all in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next is for Giants 28, Lions 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space.
He waits one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Winston's pass intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. To return, here's Agnew. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4. A mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
To return, here's Agnew.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. After the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Swift, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. To return, here's Agnew.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, They just aren't there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try it now with Swift. Oh, and this is going to wind up with safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 30. Past the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 56 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they take a knee. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
Gano on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
At the 50-yard line.
Running is Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. One last shot now for Winston. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Giants 54.